and today this video is going to be about my disorder, which is long overdue, but I've been kind of busy. So yeah, so let's get right into the video. So I have a rare blood disorder called TTP. If you want to know the more scientific name or all that jazz, you can Google it. It's very long and very hard to say, and I'm not gonna try to say it. So basically, it is a blood disorder where my body is missing a protein that you need to break down your blood. So my blood is kind of like sticky. It's like sticking together, and it's forming blood clots throughout my body where they're not supposed to be. So like to the major organs, brains, hearts, liver, all type, all that types of stuff. Also, that being said, with my blood sticking together, it's also causing my platelets to be low. They're all those blood cells are like sticking together, so my platelets are going down. So some of the side effects are things that happen because that I get bruising all over my body, um, without hurting myself or doing anything to cause those bruises. Also, I get very tired, not hungry, just not myself. So how I found out that I had this blood disorder was about I'm gonna say I was about 12 or 13, and I just started to notice that I had like bruises all over my body and like these little red dots. Also, my mom kind of noticed that I wasn't eating after school, so I would just come home, be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm just gonna go to sleep, and I wasn't eating, and I also started to lose weight. So she was like, she kind of was like, something's not right, something that doesn't seem right. So I went to like our local clinic, just around from my house, just to get like a checkup. Maybe I had a flu or some kind of type of cold. So we did that, and I got my blood drawn, and one of the nurses came back, and she was just like, sweetie, and to my mom, like, you're very sick. Um, your blood work came back, and your platelet count is extremely low. And so I had to be rushed to a major hospital in the city. And when I got there, the doctors were just like, we're lucky that we caught this because your platelets are extremely low. Like your platelets are supposed to be like in the thousands, and mine was like 5,000, and it's supposed to be like 500 and thousand and something. So it was very very low. So I had to get emergency surgery to get a catheter. That's what I have right here in my chest when I was 13, and I had to start plasma exchange. Basically, that is taking my plasma out of my body and putting it back in with someone else's or someone closer to mine to get my platelet count up. Also, with my platelet count being so low and my body forming these clots where they're not supposed to be, that also makes me at risk to bleed more too. So it just all messed up. So that's how I found out that I had it. So I was about 12 or 13. I was about in the hospital about, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 months when I first was diagnosed when I was 13. So I missed like about half of seventh grade. So I got a bunch of plasmapheresis. So yeah, after that, I was able to go home. I was not able to go to school yet because I still had the catheter, and I also had to get another treatment called Rituxan, which is a treatment where from the plasmapheresis, I'm getting all this stuff inside of my body, and some of my original antibodies and cells are getting taken out, and with the Rituximab, it's kind of putting it back in, kind of helping me balance everything out. So yeah, and after that, I went back to school, I still had a catheter. I was still outpatient. I was still getting plasmapheresis. Everything started to go up. Everything was doing good. But I was in remission for about 10 years. And once I hit around 20, 23, 24, that's how old I am now, it just, something just happened and it just, I activated again and came out of remission. And also with this blood disorder, you know, most people get it along with something. Like some people have it with lupus, or they have it with something else triggers it to, um, you know, come on. I don't have any known other conditions, and so that's why it's kind of confusing to my doctors, because they really don't know what is triggering my body not to make this protein. So it's kind of like, you know, they're really like, wow. And to, when I go to my treatments and then when I go to places, I am with a lot of older people. So yeah, a lot of older people have this disorder, or a lot of other people have ITP. It's a similar thing, but I don't know, you know, what's the difference between the two. But my disorder is very rare and very complicated. So yeah, that's what I have to do now with the plasmapheresis, and I also still have to do rituximab. And sometimes for some people, you know, it's a one-time thing. They have this flare-up or they have this and it goes away. But for some people, it's an ongoing type of like battle. They finally get it under control and they're in remission, or they have a relapse. So hopefully this time around, with the treatments that I'm getting, hopefully I can do another 10 years, or I can stay in remission for, you know, 3 or 4 years, just getting this treatment and being able to just stay healthy. Rituximab is also, I'm not sure, but it might be some type of like antibody suppressant to suppress whatever my body is doing to attack itself. So with that, sometimes I am kind of tired. With plasmapheresis, sometimes I'm tired because I do have to get pre-meds, and sometimes I'm kind of drowsy, and you know, you can have an allergic reaction because sometimes someone's plasma or blood type or whatever is not the same as yours, and your body can be trying to fight it like, hey, what's going on? So, but now I'm actually doing pretty good. So hopefully this time around I can get those platelets up and be in remission forever. I just don't want to be in remission for another 2 years. I just want to be in remission forever and stay healthy and just, you know, live my life. With this disorder, it is not hereditary. So I didn't, you know, nobody else in my family does not have it. And that is even more rare, to have this disorder and, you know, be born with it. So most times people just have something else that triggers it. But for myself, they really don't know what all like caused it. And when I was younger, it was just so rare for someone my age to be that young to be diagnosed with this disorder. So it was like a big deal. And I remember just being at a hospital and 13, and there's be sometimes all these doctors and like all these like medical students just like standing at my bed and writing all these notes, asking me all these questions. I'm just like, look, I'm tired. I really don't know what you guys are talking about. But now it's just more, I'm used to people like, how does this happen to you? Just give us the whole story. And yeah, so that's just the gist of what I have, and you know, I'm just talking about it. So hopefully you subscribe to my channel. There's more content to come. Thank you.